Greetings and salam sejahtera. My name is Adiba Kamarul Zaman and I'm the chairman of the Malaysian AIDS Foundation. The Malaysian AIDS Foundation was established in 1993 and incorporated as a trust in 2003. Our main objective is to raise funds for our sister organization, the Malaysian AIDS Council, and her partner organizations to carry out HIV-related programs and activities, be it prevention, treatment, care, or support. The mission of the Malaysian AIDS Foundation is firstly to create public awareness of the disease. Secondly, to support Malaysians living with HIV, particularly women and children, and people who are affected by the disease. Thirdly, we protect the rights of people living with HIV against stigma and discrimination because of their HIV status. And finally, and most importantly, to prevent the spread of HIV in Malaysia. Our vision is a society free from the negative impact of HIV and AIDS through prevention, care, and support programs, particularly for the most vulnerable and marginalized population. We are extremely proud and grateful of our long association with Yayasan Saim Darby. The partnership began with a number of one-off donations and charitable gifts from Yayasan Saim Darby for programs at the Malaysian AIDS Foundation and the Malaysian AIDS Council. However, in 2013, a turning point to the long-established relationship began with a signing of a 3-year grant to support HIV/AIDS advocacy. This was unprecedented in the history of the Malaysian AIDS Foundation and our relationship with corporate organizations. This 3-year partnership meant that we were able to meet our advocacy and sustainability agenda moving forward. YSD was and still remain our partner to advocate for harm reduction, the HIV prevention programs for people who inject drugs, which tend to be a rather controversial topic in the community. Yayasan Saim Darby is also an important partner and driving force behind another signature program of the Malaysian AIDS Foundation, the Malaysian Business Consortium for HIV/AIDS, that aims to eliminate discrimination in the workplace. The advocacy grant is now entering its 3rd cycle, which means that we have been working together with Yayasan Saim Darby for close to a decade as a strong partner in the voice to end AIDS in Malaysia with other corporate partners. And finally, the Malaysian AIDS Foundation and our sister organization, the Malaysian AIDS Council, and particularly the more than 270 people living with HIV would like to thank Yayasan Saim Darby for their support and assistance in the PAL scheme. This program is a treatment program which enables people living with HIV to access antiretroviral treatment which they would not have otherwise been able to afford. By doing so, they have been able to lead a normal, healthy life which they would not have otherwise been able to. So what has the Malaysian AIDS Foundation achieved in its 10-year partnership with Yayasan Saim Darby? Without a doubt, we have grown to be a much larger and stronger organization through the guidance and support from colleagues at Yayasan Saim Darby. With the support given by YSD, we have been able to grow our treatment, care and support programs as well as our advocacy programs. And with a name like Yayasan Saim Darby behind us, we have also been able to attract other corporate partners in other activities and programs carried out by the Malaysian AIDS Foundation and the Malaysian AIDS Council. And what this means for our community and for people who are living with HIV or are at risk of being infected with HIV, it has meant that we have been able to prevent HIV infection as well as save lives. On behalf of the Malaysian AIDS Foundation and the Malaysian AIDS Council, I would like to thank Yayasan Saim Darby for your leadership and the trust that you have placed in us, and having the courage and foresight to show your support to the HIV/AIDS cause. So what is next for the Malaysian AIDS Foundation and our partnership with Yayasan Sime Darby? Without a doubt, with the tools that are available to us, we can end AIDS in Malaysia. Secondly, we need to intensify our interventions and prevention programs with a focus on sexual transmission amongst young people. We must expand our HIV treatment programs. We must ensure that each and every person living with HIV is receiving effective antiretroviral treatment. The reason for that is because HIV treatment not only allows people living with HIV to lead a normal, productive life, but is also important in terms of public health. Effective treatment ensures that people living with HIV with undetectable viral levels will not transmit the virus to their sexual partners, or in the case of a pregnant lady, to their unborn child. By ensuring that every single person who's living with HIV knows their HIV status and is receiving effective antiretroviral therapy and achieves an undetectable viral level, we can be part of the global goal to end AIDS in Malaysia.